On this edition of Lexington Now, Lexington is named an All-America City, stormwater application grants, and summer programming at the library. Filling in for Neil Noah, I'm Tyler Rowlett. Welcome to Lexington Now for the week of July 1st, 2024. The National Civic League has named Lexington an All-America City. Mayor Gorton announced the honor at a press conference this week.
We have some really exciting news. Lexington was recently recognized as an All-America City from the National Civic League. The National Civic League works to advance civic engagement and create equitable, thriving communities across the country. And this team in front of you were all there when the award was given, and they were part of the presentation. This award recognizes communities that leverage civic engagement, collaboration, inclusiveness, and innovation to successfully address local issues. Recently, this delegation, made up of members of the city's staff, Fayette County Public Schools employees and students, as well as representatives of Bluegrass Community Foundation and Civic Lex, traveled to Denver to compete for this award. That included Big Lex, who served as our mascot, reminding everyone of the symbol of our city. The winning presentation showcased the work of our Racial Justice and Equality Commission and the establishment of the Clean Slate Expungement Clinic and Job Fair, an opportunity for local residents to begin the expungement process for low-level criminal offenses, providing second chances for employment, housing, and education.
This started out as a vision after our conversation with Mayor Gorton a few years ago, and to go on our first time to receive this prestigious national award was quite exciting and certainly something that we should celebrate as a community. One of the major promises that we offer in our Portrait of a Graduate to our students and to our families is that our students will graduate from Fayette County Public Schools civically engaged. And what that means is we produce students who understand the importance of being a part of their community, and our students understand that their voice matters and then their involvement matters. And so to have this collaboration and to have opportunities for them to participate and to bring home this prestigious award is nothing short of amazing.
We have worked alongside Richard and Civic Lex from the beginning, but really before the beginning in a lot of ways. And in 2020, we launched the Lexington Black Prosperity Initiative to accelerate Black-led social change. We certainly have partnered very often with Fayette County Public Schools, where philanthropy can play a role in advancing education of our students. And with support from the city, we have invested in inclusive green spaces like Town Branch Commons, the Legacy Trail, Splash at Charles Young Park. And through our recently launched Fund for Greater Lexington, everyone in our community can play a part in advancing Lexington to the next level.
I think this award, when I was talking with some of the judges after the competition, they said the thing that struck them about Lexington's application was the partnerships that existed in it. That each of these organizations in one way partner with each other. And I think that's one of the things that doesn't just make this application compelling and isn't just one of the reasons that we won, but is one of the things that makes Lexington such a special place. And I think that this award is meaningful recognition of the hard work that we're all doing to increase the ability for people to participate in the decisions that shape our community. And we are incredibly grateful to be part of this wonderful team.
We were awarded a little plaque, and it says All-American City 2024 and Lexington, Kentucky. And I wanted to show it today because each of the three organizations who were represented on the team, I have that award for you today. So, Dr. Liggins? The top is off, but. Scott Fitzpatrick for Bluegrass Community Foundation. And Richard Young for Civic Lex. Thank you. Display those proudly because you all made this happen.
The city's stormwater application program has grants available through the end of the month. Bailey Young shares the details.
Stormwater management is important because as the city continues to develop, more impervious area is added, and so we want to reduce the impervious area, reduce quantity, and enhance quality. Impervious area is any pavement or hard surface that can't infiltrate stormwater. So Lexington has an incentive grant program for infrastructure projects, and so that will be Parcel B projects that include schools, businesses, commercial industry institutions, anything that's non-ag. And so we partner with residents who want to invest into stormwater projects on their property. So we contribute up to $360,000 for the projects, and we ask that residents match at 20%. So right now we're accepting Class B infrastructure project grant submittals, and those are due Friday, July 26th by 4 p.m. So the grants have funded a wide variety of projects over the years, including permeable pavers, stormwater conveyance, stream restoration, rainwater harvesting. So there's really a lot of options. So infrastructure projects are scored based on the reduction of impervious area, as well as the area being treated by the BMP, which could include increasing tree canopy. And we're looking for water quality enhancements, especially if E. coli is targeted. And we normally include an educational component of the project where there's signage put in to describe to others what water quality feature is being shown. We have a little bit over $1.2 million to invest in stormwater infrastructure grants this year for fiscal year 25. We have different categories for our submittals, and so we have projects under 75 grand are all scored together, and feasibility projects, which we give up to 55 grand, are scored together as well. So don't be intimidated if you have a smaller scale project, we're still looking for those too. A feasibility project is where you're doing investigation of the project you would like to do. So you're normally collaborating with engineers and landscape architects and trying to determine what the best solution for your problem would be. So on the city's website, we have the application documents, we have examples and drafts, so you can see exactly what you're looking for, and you can look back at old ones that we've accepted.
Summer programming at the library after this.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany Brown, Equity and Implementation Officer in the Mayor's Office and Chair of the A Sense of Place Committee. I'm here today to talk about A Sense of Place, an initiative dedicated to preserving the history of Lexington's rural Black hamlets and celebrating those that remain active today. More than 20 historic Black hamlets have been identified in Fayette County. Most are located in rural areas. Our historic hamlets have been and are home to generations of lived experiences, traditions, and culture. Houses, churches, schools, grocery stores, agricultural enterprises, and lodge halls for community gatherings were found in many hamlets. A Sense of Place is a partnership between community members with direct connection to our hamlets and the city of Lexington. Its goal is to raise awareness about what the hamlets represent and to identify steps that are needed to take to preserve their history. The A Sense of Place committee includes local historian Yvonne Giles, local historian Calvin Graves, Executive Director of the Lexington History Museum Mandy Higgins, Cadentown resident Dr. Alvin Seals, Cadentown Baptist Church pastor Reverend Leon Slatter, and others. With support from members of the Cadentown community, A Sense of Place is currently raising funds for maintenance updates and programming of the Cadentown Rosenwald School and property located at 705 Caden Lane. In the early 2000s, members of the Cadentown community worked with the city to preserve the school. In the early 20th century, Rosenwald schools were found across the South, serving rural Black children and families during segregation. Many of the buildings have been destroyed. Lexington is proud that the Cadentown School still stands and wants to preserve the history and significance that so many of these schools have had in our hamlet communities. The funds will complete the restoration of the school and upgrade the historic cemetery and church building. The school will permanently house artifacts that tell the story of Lexington's hamlet. We hope you will join us.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. The Lexington Public Library continues their summer programming opportunities with new activities for the month of July. Kate Boffman tells us what to expect.
My name is Kate Boffman. I'm the marketing manager for Lexington Public Library. We are here at the Tates Creek branch. We are about halfway through our summer programming, which is really hard to believe. It's been a really fast summer so far. And all summer long, we've had lots of fun events coming through. We had lots of fun at the beginning half of the summer with our kickoff parties. Lexington Children's Theater was here last week with a fun play. And we have even more action-packed events coming through the end of July. So, in the beginning of July, we have life-size dinosaurs coming out to all 6 branches. It's going to be a big hit. We've already heard lots of grumblings. I am very excited for it. I think they're like 10 or 11 feet tall, huge dinosaurs, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then another crowd favorite, Jason Lindsay, our favorite scientist, is going to come by for a couple of days with the science of Pokemon, and then another day with the science of Star Wars. And then at the end of the summer, sort of our finale event, the Newport Aquarium Foundation is coming down, and they are bringing baby sharks, real life sharks, to all 6 branches. So each event is geared toward a specific age group that are specified on our website, but usually it's elementary, middle, high school kids that it's aimed towards, but really the parents enjoy it just as much as the kids do. Everything is totally free at the library. A few of the events do require registration. I know that the shark event will require registration, and it's first comes, first serve. But otherwise, everything is free and open to the public. So they'll be set up here in the library, and there will be some folks from Newport Aquarium doing some education about sharks, and 125 people will get to come by and actually see the little baby sharks in the library. Summer at the library predates me. Is probably older than me. In the last few years, it's been especially geared toward learning all sorts of different ways. So of course we encourage kids to read and engage with those important skills during the summer, but we also, as you probably picked up with the science theme, lots of STEM crafts and activities, different ways to keep people engaged and learning, both kids and adults, over the summer. So the dinosaurs, Jason Lindsay and his science programming, the sharks, will come to all 6 branches. So you can find all information about our summer events and summer programming at lexpublib.org/summer. It's pretty big. Summer, I like to say, is like our Christmas, Super Bowl. Summer is the biggest thing the library does every single year. We were really excited that our kickoff parties this year, we had almost 5,000 people come out to our kickoff parties, which was about 1,000 people more than came out last year, which makes us and our hearts so happy for people to come out. And the big events, of course, are, the libraries tend to be a little bit busier anyway during the summertime, just with people coming in and out with their kids, checking out books, going to story times. But our big events tend to be pretty popular. We're really excited again this year to be partnering with Fayette County Public Schools to be providing free lunch and snack for kids all summer long, Monday through Friday. So it's at Tates Creek Branch, Northside, and Marksberry. The lunches are at slightly different times, so you can check our websites for the details there, but Monday through Friday, lunch and snack is available at those 3 branches. Also this year, we're excited to partner with LexTrans, so kids can use their student success cards, which are their library cards. They can present it when they get on the bus, and the bus will take them to any library location for free. Now come on out to all of our fun events. We'd love to have you.
The Police Activities League, better known as PAL, is a crime prevention program aimed at Lexington's youth. Members of the PAL team tell us more.
I'm Officer Compton, and I've been with the Lexington Police Department since 2013, and I am part of the Community Services Unit where I run the Police Activities League program.
The Police Activities League is a crime prevention program offered to the youth here in the Lexington community and across the United States as well. The first PAL was created in New York, and that has been around since 1914.
Local PAL was established back in 1985 by Officer Roy Martis. He started the program to establish positive relationships between youth and the community. Unfortunately, Officer Martis was killed in the line of duty, but the program continued on, and it's been around Lexington for about 40 years. Lexington PAL is one of 2 chapters in the state of Kentucky.
We found out that when kids are engaged with law enforcement officers, and if they're engaged with them on the field, on the basketball court, that it just creates that relationship that we like to see, and it allows them to respect not only just themselves, it respects law enforcement officers, and then it also allows the police officers to have a better relationship and understanding where kids are, and then therefore it benefits our entire community.
Well, we have a wide range of programs. We have all the athletic programs you could think of: basketball, softball, baseball, cheer, dance, but we also do programs such as cooking, financial literacy. We also do field trips.
Throughout the nation, PAL was known for boxing. And I'm going to name some of the boxers. You ever heard of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman? Those are just some of them. But Safety Officer Connie Rayford, she wanted to not leave our kids out, because a lot of the boxing clubs within PAL is where they was boxing all over the country. Right behind me, we got a 2-time national champion. Also, in 2009, that's when we had a national champion, a Continental American champion, a gold medalist. Then we had another national champion. Then we had an invitational gold medalist at ringside champion. But the list just goes on with a multitude of national champions, silver medalists, just all over the country. The PAL Boxing Club, we are known as the PAL Cobras, so we came a long way, but we still got a long way to go. So we want to help our youth, the ones that don't like football, basketball, hockey, soccer, but it's where they have another gift to give to their community and their family.
Cheer's my favorite. I love how well the girls work together, and I love how they come to practice every day, committed to work hard, and also how they excel outside of the program and in school.
I've always known about PAL. I grew up in the East End neighborhood, so I've always seen PAL, but I was asked to coach cheerleading for football season 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. So PAL Elite has been around since 2021. We start at ages 6 to 12, but we do have a couple of other girls on our team that are a little bit younger, whether they're a sibling or like a kid that's literally been with me from the start. I have 4-year-olds on my team right now. They can keep up with these 12-year-olds, let me tell you. Sometimes I think they can outdance them, outcatch on and everything. So we only accept new people after competition season ends. Our season ends March, April. June is when we'll start having like informationals and things like that. Sometimes we'll have them in May. When there's an informational, come on out. We would love to have you. A lot of it is the expenses are covered either through PAL and or fundraising. A lot of these kids that are on the team are kids who would not have the opportunity to do competition cheerleading team due to finances, due to the travel. So with the help of PAL, we are able to give them an opportunity that they would normally not get. This is a very expensive sport. Competition cheer is a lot more expensive than regular cheerleading. Regular cheerleading is already expensive, but competition cheerleading is even more expensive. You have travel fees, you have tumbling, you have, sparkly, real pretty uniforms. You have all of these things that are very pricey, very expensive. Travel is expensive because you have to pay to stay in hotels, and that's not something that our kids can always do without the help of PAL and this cheerleading team.
PAL is very special to me. It gives me purpose and allows me to continue working with kids. I went to school to be a school teacher or a school counselor, so it lets me still work with kids and continue doing the job of law enforcement.
Cops, kids, and the community working together to make a difference. And I tell you, I just been so blessed just to be able to do this, because this is not a job for me. I mean, not for me, but this is not a job, but it's just my passion. This is why I enjoy doing it. My wife has to talk me down, because I cannot wait to get back to work after I leave work, go home, eat breakfast, I am ready to come back to work again because of our youth, some of the youth behind us. I just enjoy it because I really feel like all of us, not just the police department, it's not just volunteers, but also the community. We all working together because we all want these kids and these parents to succeed.
For me, it's always been a passion. I love being involved with kids, love seeing the difference that we're making, and not only just with the kids. I believe that even officers that are not assigned to PAL, it benefits them as well because it does create that positive relationship. And that's what PAL is about, building relationships. It's more than a program. Because you can have, for me, I can see that over the years there's been dozens of programs, but until you build a true relationship with kids in the community, I don't think you really truly see a change.
It's important because the kids need to see us as normal people, see us outside of uniform. It's good for them to know who we are outside of uniform, know that we have similar interests as them, and also it's important to build positive relationships with them in the community.
Even with the 4th of July holiday, we still have live meeting coverage this week on Lex TV and streaming online. And remember, you can also find the most accurate and up-to-date information on non-televised city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. That's all for now. As always, you can keep up with us on social media, check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Tyler Rowlett. Happy 4th of July, and we'll see you next week.